Welcome back, folks. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just someone who loves a good story, you're in for a treat today. We're about to embark on a journey to a country that's as vibrant as it is mysterious, where every street corner has a story, and every meal is an event. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through the heart of South America. Today we're diving into Argentina, the land where soccer legends like Messi are worshipped, Malbec wine flows like water, and the social customs are as rich and layered as a perfectly grilled steak. This is a place where passion isn't just reserved for the football pitch, it's woven into every aspect of daily life, from the way people greet each other to the way they argue over dinner. And trust me, the social rulebook here, it's thicker than your HOA guidelines and twice as confusing. This isn't your typical travel guide. Think of it as your essential survival manual for navigating a culture where showing up on time might actually mean you're early, and asking for ketchup with your steak could get you a look that says, "Are you sure you're not lost?" If you're the type who prides yourself on punctuality or thinks ketchup is a universal condiment, you might want to take notes. We're about to unpack the unspoken taboos and quirky customs that could save you from becoming the main topic of a passionate dinner table debate. In Argentina, dinner isn't just about food, it's about connection, conversation, and sometimes a little bit of friendly chaos. Knowing what to say, and more importantly, what not to say, can be the difference between being welcomed like family or being the subject of a heated discussion. This is the unfiltered guide to blending in, making friends, and most importantly, not getting side-eyed in Buenos Aires. Because here, the locals have a sixth sense for spotting outsiders who don't know the ropes. But don't worry, we've got your back. And by the end of this, you'll be navigating the social minefields like a pro. Before we jump into the do's and don'ts, make sure you obliterate that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next, especially if you're planning a trip or just want to impress your friends with your newfound cultural savvy. Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone, embrace the unexpected, and maybe even learn a few dance moves along the way? Let's get weird, let's get curious, and let's dive headfirst into the beautiful chaos that is Argentina. Grab your passport, bring your sense of adventure, and let's go to Argentina, where every day is an experience and every moment is a story waiting to happen. Let's talk about dinner, specifically the unique way Argentines approach their evening meal. In many parts of the world, dinner is a straightforward affair, often squeezed in between work, errands, and bedtime. But in Argentina, dinner is a ritual, a social event, and a cornerstone of daily life. It's not just about eating, it's about connecting, sharing stories, and savoring the moment. In the US, early dinners are a thing. Families often gather around the table as early as 5 or 6 p.m., finishing up before the sun is even set. Restaurants fill up early, and by 8 p.m., many places are winding down for the night. It's a routine that fits neatly into a busy, fast-paced lifestyle. But in Argentina, showing up at a restaurant at 6 p.m. is like trying to party at a nightclub in the middle of the afternoon, completely out of sync with the local rhythm. The dining rooms are empty, the kitchens are barely open, and the city is just starting to come alive. Here, dinner doesn't even begin until 9 p.m., and for many, that's considered on the early side. The real action starts later, as friends and families gather, filling restaurants with laughter and conversation. Prime time for dinner is 10 or even 10:30 p.m. That's when the energy peaks, tables are packed, and the city's famous nightlife truly begins. It's not unusual to see people still ordering dessert close to midnight with no one in a rush to leave. Until then, there's merienda, a beloved Argentine tradition. Around 5 p.m., cafes fill up with people enjoying pastries, coffee, and good company. This pre-dinner snack bridges the long gap between lunch and the late-night meal, keeping everyone fueled and social. Arriving early at a restaurant will get you the loneliest table in the house. The staff might be setting up and you'll likely have the entire place to yourself except for a few confused glances from the waiters. Trying to eat early is a sure sign you're not from around here. Locals might look at you with curiosity, wondering why you're in such a hurry. In Argentina, dinner is never rushed. So, if you want to fit in, take a cue from the locals. Enjoy a late afternoon nap, embrace the late-night lifestyle, and get ready for dinner to be the highlight of your day. It's a time to unwind, reconnect, and celebrate life's simple pleasures. In Argentina, dinner isn't just a meal. It's a celebration, a nightly tradition that brings people together and turns every evening into something special. In Argentina, mate isn't just a drink, it's a way of life. woven into the fabric of daily existence. This isn't your average cup of tea, it's a ritual, a ceremony, and a social contract all at once. The mate gourd, filled with yerba and hot water, is passed from hand to hand, binding friends, family, and even strangers together in a moment of shared tradition. The cebador, or mate master, is the guardian of this ritual. Their first task? To prepare the mate and take the very first sip. But don't be fooled, this isn't an act of selfishness. The first mate is always the strongest, the most bitter, and it's the cebador's duty to ensure it's just right before sharing with others. Drinking the first infusion is a selfless act of quality control, a silent promise that what follows will be smooth and enjoyable for everyone else. It's a small sacrifice for the greater good of the circle. Passing the first mate to someone else is a social crime, an unspoken rule that's as serious as double-dipping at a party, maybe even worse. It's a breach of trust, a faux pas that can send shockwaves through the group. The mate circle is a delicate dance of etiquette and respect. Each person waits their turn, sipping the entire contents before passing the gourd back to the cebador, who refills it and sends it to the next participant. There's a rhythm to it, a flow that brings people together and keeps the conversation lively. When you've finished your mate, you don't just hand it back. You say gracias, thank you. That's the signal you're done, and you're stepping out of the circle, at least for now. Until then, keep sipping and savoring. If you fumble these rules, you risk becoming the infamous gringo who poisoned the vibe. Locals might shoot you a look, or worse, the conversation might grind to a halt. It's a moment you'll want to avoid at all costs. Accept the gourd with both hands and a sense of gravity. This isn't just a drink, it's a symbol of trust, hospitality, and friendship. Treat it with the respect it deserves and you'll be welcomed as one of their own. Master the mate ritual, and you won't just fit in, you'll become the hero the circle needs, forging connections that last long after the last drop is gone. Politics at the dinner table in Argentina is unavoidable. It's not just a topic, it's the main course. Argentine gatherings are intellectual sporting events. Passionate debates about Peronism are common. For Americans, this can be terrifying. Listen more than you speak. If you engage, be prepared for a fiery debate. The only taboo isn't discussing politics, it's being boring about it, or just keep your mouth full of steak. 10. In the US, the OK gesture is positive. In Argentina, it's an obscene insult. Flashing it is like challenging someone's honor. Instead, use a thumbs up. It's safe and won't get you thrown out of a tango club. Your hands can make friends or enemies. Just use your words or give a thumbs up. In the US, punctuality is respect. In Argentina, it's awkward. Arriving on time means you have no friends. Show up 30, 45 minutes late, or even an hour. Time is a suggestion, not a mandate. The party starts when people arrive, long after the invitation time. Relax, have a drink, and be fashionably late. The Falkland Islands are a sensitive topic in Argentina. They're known as the Malvinas, a matter of national pride. The 1982 war is a living wound. Bringing up the British name is provocative. Avoid the topic, it's reserved for Argentines. If it comes up, listen respectfully and say nothing. Talk about steak, soccer, or anything else. This is one taboo you don't want to test. Compliments flow freely in Argentina, but be careful with spouses. Complimenting someone's partner can be seen as flirting. Keep it general. You two make a wonderful couple. Compliment them as a unit. Focus on the chimichurri, not the partner. Argentina's beef is a national treasure. Asking for ketchup is a culinary felony. It's an insult to the asado tradition. The only acceptable condiment is chimichurri. Embrace the local flavor. Enjoy the meat as it was meant to be enjoyed. A football match in Argentina is a religious experience. There are moments of sacred silence. Clapping at the wrong time is a cardinal sin. Follow the crowd's rhythm. When they're silent, you are silent. Let the stadium's energy guide you. Be respectful and observant. In Argentina, personal space is non-existent. Conversations are close and warm. A hand on the shoulder is normal. The standard greeting is a cheek kiss. Embrace the closeness. It's part of the culture's warmth and passion. Inflation is a constant in Argentina. Prices change frequently. Avoid discussing it as a tourist. It's a source of stress for locals. Be aware but not inquisitive. Listen if it's brought up, but don't probe. Your role is to enjoy the experience. 10. Argentina and Brazil have a passionate rivalry. Praising Brazil too much is a mood killer. It's a sibling rivalry on a national scale. Avoid gushing about Brazil's soccer prowess. Read the room and keep it light. You're on their team now. Sharing is a social law in Argentina. Refusing an offer is seen as rejection. Accept the cookie, even if you're not hungry. It's a gesture of inclusion. With mate, saying no is a social snub. Just say yes and be part of the community. Avoid wearing green on New Year's Eve in Argentina. It's believed to bring bad luck. It's like wearing white to a wedding. Respect local traditions, even quirky ones. Leave your green polo in the suitcase. Show you're paying attention to the culture. 10. Whistling indoors in Argentina invites bad luck. It's believed to call poverty over. Respect this superstition. Whistle outdoors, but indoors, it's a silent zone. Superstitions are part of the cultural fabric. Show respect for local quirks. 10. There you have it, folks. 15 ways to avoid looking like a gringo clown in Argentina. You're now armed with the knowledge to navigate the social landscape. Argentina is incredible, and understanding these nuances enriches your trip. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button and subscribe for more. Next, we're heading to Thailand, where pointing with your feet is a no-no. Stay curious, stay respectful, and stay weird. Peace. 10.